Hi, my name is Dr. Jacob Goodin, and today I want to talk to you about artificial intelligence. Now, there are a lot of questions about what artificial intelligence even is and how do we utilize AI in our flagship product, EvolveAI. EvolveAI is an app that relies upon an expert system framework in order to guide the training process for powerlifting and anybody who wants to get stronger. So before we talk more about expert systems, we have to define what artificial intelligence is broadly, talk about the different types of artificial intelligence, and then we can get into the framework of what an expert system is and how we use it to drive the training process forward. Now, expert systems are just one type of AI machine. The word AI or artificial intelligence goes all the way back to 1956 when it was coined to mean the science and engineering of making intelligent machines. Now, today, when most people think of the term artificial intelligence, they think of robot overlords or their favorite cheeky robotic characters from Star Wars or the sinister but soft-spoken Hal from 2001: A Space Odyssey. In reality, AI is a lot more mundane than that. There are 4 distinct levels of AI, and from least complex to most complex, they are reactive machines, limited memory machines, theory of mind machines, and self-aware machines. And more specifically, in today's environment, they fall in just those first 2 categories. That's as far as human progress has advanced in artificial intelligence, the reactive machines and limited memory machines. Now, you can think of a limited memory machine as a type of computer algorithm that has a limited memory, but updates itself with each iteration. Think of Tesla's self-driving cars. They continually get better as more and more cars are deployed, sending more and more data back to the central computer processor, which then updates the algorithm. And EvolveAI is a lot like those limited memory machines. More specifically, today's iterations of artificial intelligence fall into those first 2 categories. I mean, imagine if our apps could model our state of mind or pass the Turing test, but who knows, maybe that will happen one day. These AIs have the ability to store previous predictions and data in order to make better predictions in the future. It's an iterative process with each step both innovating and staying synced with the dynamic inputs that they are receiving. Now, within this category is where we have expert systems. Expert systems are comprised of 3 parts: a database, an inference engine, and a user interface. And the goal of an expert system is to provide domain-specific knowledge to the end user by mimicking the decision-making ability of a human expert in that field. Essentially, with expert systems, we're keeping the human in the loop. Our expert system is designed to solve complex training problems by reasoning through a body of knowledge called the database, and then filtering that through an inference engine, which is essentially a coach's expert knowledge. That expert knowledge is based on training principles founded in science and on cutting-edge coaching practices. You can think of the database as every single decision that a coach would ever make, every set and rep and exercise prescription and intensity adjustment and macrocycle distribution, everything that's all contained in the database. And then we select different components of that based on that inference engine. Now, you as the end user would interact with both the database and the inference engine through the user interface. And this is where you can enter real-time biometric data, your feedback, ratings of perceived exertion, your sleep data, how motivated you are to train, your soreness data. All of this is factored in and guides the training process, filtered through both the database and the inference engine. And when combined together, these 3 components result in a personalized, timely programming that's based both on scientific principles and expert coaching advice. Now, EvolveAI's patented process should be differentiated from machine learning. Machine learning is where you take a set of neural components, a neural network, so to speak, and you take a database and you train this neural network on the database according to a set of predetermined outputs that you're looking for. And then instead of following your own heuristics that you've input painstakingly and line by line, such as in an expert system, the machine learning process trains that neural net on the database in ways that the human mind can't always follow. And we call this a black box approach. And actually, a black box approach goes against the principles of sports science, whereby we hope to monitor the training process every step of it, both the inputs and the outputs, to make it clear and transparent one, so that we know all of the stressors that are going into training: life stress, such as relational stress, work stress, sleep quality, nutrition quality, as well as the training stressors, the sets, the reps, the volume load, the stress index of any given workout, metabolic versus central stress, the exercise selection, all of that. We want to monitor those things and know what's actually going into the box, and then monitor the outputs. And this is what's called a white box approach to training, and it's the best practice in sports science. That's the whole goal of sports scientists, is to monitor that process and ensure that optimal results follow. And this is one of the many reasons why we've chosen to take an expert system process instead of to go with machine learning. Here at EvolveAI, we use Garrett Blevins' patented process to quantify the coaching process and the training principles and to upload them into our expert system, thereby creating an ever-evolving and iterative process that creates a more optimal training experience for you, and it keeps your training program dialed into your body's current needs while still allowing user choice and an empowered training experience. So to summarize, our expert system at EvolveAI consists of 3 components: a database of coaching decisions that is growing day by day, an inference engine that takes all of the scientific training principles and expert coaching knowledge and creates a rules engine, and finally, a mobile app with a slick user interface that allows you to engage with the expert system and to consume the training program that it creates for you. This allows you to engage with the expert system, to tell it about yourself and about your training goals and your training needs, so that it can create the best training program for you.